First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he returns this to the 22. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Williams.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
On 4th down, the Steelers called on Corliss Waitman to punt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Bears take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, the Bears at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The first down carry here for Johnson. 20! Pushing his way through, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Williams. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Williams going to look to throw again.
Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Ready. Check smash. Check smash. Warrior 70. Ready.
Now Willis to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Now 2nd and 5.
What is that?
Off the play fake, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To the air, Williams. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and do this himself.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
On the return, Austin.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Willis. Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
18 Rattler.
Willis now off play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go. Ready?
Johnson running left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
Past the 20. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 11. A big pickup of 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Up the middle, Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Willis out of the gun. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Come on. Ready.
Now Willis. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
At the 45-yard line.
Willis out of the gun.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Warrior 70. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hey! Come on! 19 Lion!
Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18!
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Ready?
Willis will look to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 5.
Running from the gun, Johnson. The 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
60 Bison! 70 Ranger! 70 Ranger!
Back to throw, Willis. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Bears 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Pass complete. Roma Dunze.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go. We got Biggie.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
What's up? Hey, Mosey, you see it, Mosey.
Looking to throw, Williams.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
What is it on? Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A great play there with his second touchdown here this first half.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of run read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Willis looking to throw it. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
18, Pioneer. Let's go. 6, 7 Pirates. 7, go.
Willis looks to pass it here. Again, it's Johnson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Trap 60. Let's go now.
Willis.
And to the left side here, Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Hurt. Bronco 80. Cowboy 80.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 28-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 52 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To throw, Williams. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Austin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Come on.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This is caught inside the 15. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. Now Willis to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
That's good. For a Bears 1st down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
To the air, Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To the air once more, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Roma Dunze.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears get a bit closer. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Steelers 38, Bears 20. Iowa Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Roma Dunze with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Bears 27. Iowa Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Again, over, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Williams looking to do it himself. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of the Dunze.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Williams going to look to throw again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and
so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin.
39 yards.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Willis. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a
Let's
gain
go,
of
80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Their pass
passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Williams now throwing to start the drive. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw from his end zone, Williams. They get 11 back on that. It leads to 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
From the gun, here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Back to throw again.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throwing again here, Williams.
And this one's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They try the left side with Johnson.
Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 2.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
From the gun, here's Willis. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
A gain of 14.
Come on.
A toss left side. Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Go! Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Again, it's Johnson.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 190 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now a handoff. Johnson. A solid stiff arm. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Jack Panther.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Shot.
On the counter, it's game 1.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Let's go.
From the gun to give the game 1.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.